to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you the gospel Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got to go today, y'all. I said we got to go today, y'all. We're going to do a fast forward. We're going to look at, Don Staley's Dynasty, if you will, and look ahead into the upcoming season. We're going to talk about Gamecocks in the WNBA, who just finished up their second week in basketball action. But before we start about that, before we get into all those great things, we're going to talk about a little bit about Memorial Day and what is the crutch, what is the absolute greatness of Memorial Day as we honor those who sacrifice everything so that we can live a life of freedom. No secret that Captain Will served 22 years in the Army. No secret to that. If you've been rocking with Captain Will for a while, you already know that. Also a wife who served 20 years in the Army herself. We're a conglomerate. That's 42 years together. That's a lot of military knowledge. That's a lot of sacrifice. That's a lot of times away from various different family things. We missed a lot of birthdays, missed a lot of Christmases, missed a lot of different things for this country. But those who did the ultimate sacrifice, that's what Memorial Day is all about. So why are you eating your chicken wings? Why are you eating your pig feet? Why are you eating your ribs and cheeseburgers and hot dogs and shish kebabs and drinking on some sweet tea? Make sure you honor that legacy. Make sure you honor those who gave the ultimate price and sacrifice for you to eat your chicken wings. For you to eat your shish kebabs and pigtails and octopus and everything else that you want to put on the grill. It's all about that, y'all. It's all about that. So, Captain Will salutes you. So, with that being said, we got to go today, y'all. I said we got to go today, y'all. South Carolina women's basketball is entering into a new era, if you will. New roster, new challenges. We talk about the future of this basketball team. We're not coming off a championship season. We came off a championship opportunity in the final two, but we didn't win the basketball game. So when you don't win, you got to go back to the lab with a pen and a pad and make some adjustments. You got to circumvent the wheel, so to speak. The future of this basketball team, the strengths and the weaknesses of the current roster and predicting the team's potential for this upcoming season. It's on and popping, y'all. It is on and popping. But before we start all that, let's talk about some Gamecocks in the WNBA. Now, I went to the Atlanta Dream and Connecticut Sun yesterday. First time at the Gateway Center Arena. And let me tell you this right here. That arena is beautiful. It is nice. I love it. Not gonna lie. It's real intimate. There's not a bad seat anywhere in that arena. Very nice. Now I gotta say this right here. It seats about 3,500 in that arena. Atlanta has outgrown that arena. You need to probably put about at least twice that in that arena, because if you having multiple sellouts in that arena, that means you ain't got enough space. Okay, beautiful arena, but you got to do some upgrades up in that piece, because that is. And I had a terrific time. Me and wife, we had a great time yesterday at 3:00. And y'all heard about Tina Pow, injury on Saturday. Was supposed to link up with them on Saturday evening. After the game didn't happen because she was in the ER. And when things like that happen on the basketball court, and getting your eyes swiped or how eyes are a different animal in the first place. That's just different. So every precaution is the best situation. She didn't play on Sunday. She's going to play on Tuesday, thankfully. But Sunday, had a great time. Chopped it up with her sister, who was too funny. Too funny. Shout out to you, girl. And at the basketball game, I mean, Alicia Gray is the truth. That girl can ball. She is, if you got a stat, she's going to stuff that stat. And in that basketball game, she did what she does, and Atlanta wasn't playing very well in the first half, came out and stomped Connecticut. And this is without Brittany Griner. This is without Jordan Canada. This is without Tina Pow. Stomped them. And Alicia Gray for the season is averaging, 35 minutes, 19 points, shooting 44% from the field on 14 attempts, shooting 40% from the three on 8 attempts, shooting 76% from the free throw line on the girl is balling, man. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover. And I have to talk about turnovers. Okay, we got to discuss about turnovers because you got a lot of players out there who get being anointed things when they not being, you only looking at pieces of the pie. You got to look at the whole pie. But you talk about 5 assists and 1 turnover. That is a sensational season so far for Alicia Gray. 1 steal, 1 block. Her offensive rating right now is 130.2. That is downright crazy. Y'all know if you've been watching your man Captain Will for a while, anything over 120, I am overjoyed. Alicia Gray is 130.2. She is playing terrific basketball. Matter of fact, I can make the case right now that Alicia Gray is playing some of the best basketball in the league. Just think about efficiency. Now, nobody talks about Alicia Gray. Nobody discusses that. Nobody, puts her in the top echelon of basketball players. But if you want efficiency as a basketball player through 2 weeks of the season, I know it hasn't been a lot. It's only been 5 games, but she is balling. I just talked about Tina Pow. She's played 4 games. She's had 4 starts. She's averaging about 20 minutes per basketball game. She's getting you about 5 points. She's shooting 39% from the field on 5 attempts. She's shooting 36% from 3 on 3 attempts. She's 100% from the free throw line on 1 attempt per basketball game. She's giving you 2 rebounds. She's giving you 2 assists. She's giving you 2 turnovers. Tina Pow has found a niche with the Atlanta Dream, and it is looking really, really nice. Shout out to her and what she is doing in the WNBA. 2nd round pick. That's wrong. That is crazy. Camila Cardoza, right now, through 3 basketball games. Well, first, let me say this right here. First off, Chicago Sky, the coaching staff suck. I don't like you. I just gotta let you know right now. I don't like the style of play. I'm not. I don't see what's going on. So you got rid of Teresa Witherspoon for this? Really? This is what we're doing? Camila Cardoza averaging 21 points, which is disgrace in his own. Getting you 8 points, 46% from the field on 9 attempts, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block per game. I don't know what offense they running, but it ain't the right one. There's a plethora of basketball teams in the WNBA who could use a 6'7" center the right way. And it ain't Chicago. You put an APB on Camila Cardoza because she done disappeared. And it's all because of that coaching staff. Y'all suck. Just got to keep it real. Please leave. Please leave. Make some type of trade. Camilla, make some type of trade. Get your butt over to Las Vegas Aces. Go on get it. Because you're not going to be, you ain't in the right system with that mess. Go on get it. Ty Harris. Ty Harris, one of the best point guards that South Carolina's ever had, is right now playing with Dallas. She's playing back up to Paige Beckers. You know, Paige playing all right. She playing all right. Ty doing what she does. 4 games, averaging about 19 minutes, 6 points from the per basketball game, getting you 47% from the field on 4 attempts, 46% from the three-point line on 3 attempts, 1 rebound, 3 assists, only 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block shot with a offensive rating of 123.3. Ty Harris plays terrific basketball. She does, and has been doing so for a long time. A long time. Shout out to Ty Harris. Aaliyah Boston. Now, let me take a sip of this party starter. Aaliyah Boston is playing. I can make the case that Aaliyah Boston is playing top 3 basketball in WNBA. Some folks are going to look at me crazy, like, you talking about Aaliyah Boston playing that type of basketball? Yeah, she's playing that type of basketball this season. And Indiana Fever, you know, through 4 basketball games, looks all right. They look okay. But Aaliyah Boston has been playing terrific. She's averaging 31 minutes per basketball game. She's getting you 19 points. She's shooting 61% for the field on 13 attempts. She's getting you 11 rebounds, couple assists, only 1 turnover, and getting you 2 blocks per basketball game. Aaliyah Boston has an offensive rating of, let me get it right, 136.8. 136.8. She has a defensive rating of 91.9. Analytically speaking, Aaliyah Boston this season through 2 weeks is the best basketball player in the WNBA. Analytically speaking, okay? She's playing terrific. Now, I know y'all heard that Caitlin Clark is out for a couple of weeks with a quad injury, and a minimum of a couple of weeks with a quad injury. So now they got to lean more into Aaliyah Boston, the former number 1 overall pick, who has been balling. I know a player, since CC is out for a little while, and you need some minutes, you know, across the board, because now, you know, the lineups change, the rotations change, because this is the reason why you lean in. You and I made this case for quite a while. When you play certain players so many minutes and you depend on them so much, when that player gets injured, the team is in flux. You're like, what? I don't know what's going on. What's the deal now? So you have Caitlin Clark, who's averaging 35 plus minutes, who's out. Who getting the minutes? She has the highest, one of the highest usage rates in the WNBA. The ball always stays in her hand and controls the offense. What happens now? Somebody can get some minutes. Somebody better be on the phone trying to get some roster adjustments into Indiana. Aaliyah Boston, the WNBA world is about to find out again who she is. What if Caitlin is out for 3 weeks? Aaliyah Boston is going to be a star. Now keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Indiana Fever fans, keep that same energy. Keep on selling out the arenas. You know, are you basketball fans or are you Caitlin Clark fans? I just want to find out. ESPN, what the hell are you going to do now? You got 1,000 games for Indiana. Oh, they're going to go away now because CC out of the game now? This is about basketball, not individuals. About basketball. Tiffany Mitchell doing what Tiffany Mitchell does, you know, playing for the Las Vegas Aces. And what's the up with the Las Vegas Aces? But Tiffany playing well, you know, averaging about 13 minutes, getting 3.3 rebounds and assists, a turnover per basketball game, you know, and also with Aja Wilson. Aja Wilson is doing what she does and just not looking the same. Because here's the thing with Las Vegas. And I know we're gonna get to some Gamecock stuff, but I gotta get this up. Well, I mean, hell, we talk about Gamecock stuff, but I y'all rock with me. A'ja Wilson, one of the best basketball players in the world, if not the best basketball player in the world, is having a offensive season that hasn't started off right. Her offensive rating is 108.4. That's not great for A'ja Wilson at all. Okay. I think A'ja is missing Kelsey Plum. I do. I think she's missing Kelsey Plum. And her numbers are good, but it's not elite what we used to. She gave you 33 minutes. She gave you 21 points. 21 points is outstanding. But she's shooting 44% from the field on 16 attempts per game. She's shooting 20% from three on 3 attempts. She's shooting outstanding 90% from the free throw line on 8 attempts. She's getting 11 rebounds. She's getting 4 assists, but she's also getting you 3 turnovers. She's getting you 2 steals and 2 block shots. And she's always been a sensational defensive player, but her usage rate is so high for Las Vegas. I don't think that Las Vegas has a chance to go far in the playoffs this year with A'ja's usage rate being so high. I don't. She is doing so much with the offense, but you got players who ain't hitting shots. A'ja's gonna do her part. Everybody else got to do their part. Okay, it's early, and I believe that they're gonna get the shooting together. But right now, it ain't. Sanaa Fagan, she played 1 game, got 1 minute. Sanaa Fagan plays tonight. Actually, tomorrow night in LA. They play in Atlanta Dream, so this is the homecoming for Tahina Paopao, and thank goodness she's gonna be playing. And she's going to be playing against her homegirl from high school. You know, I can say from high school. They went to the same high school, and that's Kelsey Plum. But Kelsey's been a mentor for Tahina forever, and they're playing against each other tomorrow. And can't wait for that. That's at 10 o'clock at night. Zia Cook, who was drafted by the Sparks, got released by the Sparks, is now with the Seattle Storm. And she, got a roster invite and made the team. Okay. 3 games, 11 minutes per game, getting 4 points per game, 36% from the field on 4 attempts, shooting 50% from 3 on 1 attempt per basketball game, getting 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 turnover. Zia Cook is a very good basketball player, and hopefully she sticks around with the Seattle Storm because it looks like she's in the rotation right now. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the Gamecocks who are in the W. You talk about 9 Gamecocks, and Indiana need to call. Make a phone call to Bree Hall for her to come on in because Indiana needs somebody to play some defense. I'm just saying. And in terms of the South Carolina women's basketball team upcoming, the core remains strong. With we got stars, on this basketball team. We have college basketball stars. We have players who will be drafted early in the WNBA next season. We have multiple players. We have the potential of 5 players being drafted next season. Yeah. Right now, as it stands, Tania Latson, Chloe Kitts, Medina Ogat are projected to be first-round picks for the South Carolina Gamecocks into the WNBA. I believe that Raven Johnson will be a second-round pick. And I also believe, here's the name. I believe that Miriam Dada will be a second or third-round pick in the W next season. I believe she's going to grow exponentially over this offseason. I do. I think she's going to be drafted. I'm expecting great things from her this upcoming season. So the core is nice. We have so many key players that can lead this basketball team in points and blocks and rebounds and assists in so many different ways. We have multiple players on this basketball team who can be all SEC first team. Multiple. Chloe, Joyce. It's so awesome on this basketball team. But there's some rising talent. that are ready to take their place. I just mentioned Joyce. Joyce could be All-American this upcoming season. Joyce, real talk, Joyce should be All-American, first, second, or third team this upcoming season. She should be. I would be surprised if she is not on first, second, or third team. This sophomore sensation is going to have an unbelievable season this year. I'll be surprised. I would. That is the talent on this team. You know, bringing in Tania Lassen, who averaged 25 points per basketball game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, you know, and leadership, and the homegirl is Raven Johnson. So that's going to be awesome. Medina got who's 6'6" in the center, who averaged a double-double. That's going to be amazing. But the catalyst of this basketball team is Joyce Edwards, y'all. It's Joyce Edwards. One of the best fundamental players in college. But I'm looking forward to seeing the newbies, the Isla McDowell and Agat McCurk. I'm looking forward to seeing them play this season. I can't wait for June and the workouts to happen. June 20-something. Don't remember. But I can't wait. Hopefully these ladies are leaning into the actual real work during the break. I hope they are. I hope they are. The team chemistry and leadership for this basketball team, as we look to get back to the Final Four and win another championship, is so important. I believe this team is better than last year's team. I believe this team is more flexible. I believe this team has more weapons than last year's team. But there are so many moving parts that are going to be responsible for lots of minutes on this team. You're replacing a lot of minutes in Powell and Breezy and Fagan. You're replacing a lot of minutes. So off-season work is so crucial for chemistry. And speaking of the key departures with those three, and Sakima Walker is now in California, it's a lot to replace. It's a lot to replace. They've moved on. But I believe the new talent coming in is better than the talent that left. I believe that. We lost Powell. We lost Fulwiler. We lost Breezy. We lost Fagan. But Latson, Medina, Isla, and Agat are different spaces or different new faces in different places. And I believe they're going to play terrific basketball. If you bringing in two high-level talents, and one in particular, Tania Latson, who led the country in scoring, is different. Immediate impact on this South Carolina women's basketball team. The future of this roster and assessing the talent and the depth on this basketball team for this upcoming season. Oh my! I love this right here. I love it. I love it. More offensive firepower. Tania Latson. Come on. 25.3 points per basketball game. Come on now. Will she average 25.3 basketball points per game this upcoming season? Hell no. She ain't. Not for this basketball team, the talent that we have. This ain't no Florida State. But she has, I believe she's going to lead the team in scoring. Make no mistake about that. I believe she's going to lead this basketball team in scoring. I can see her averaging 17, 18 points per basketball game for us. Because she's going to get those points that we don't even really count. It's not even about field goal attempts. It's about free throws. Free throws win games, y'all. Free throw wins games. And she averaged, 8 free throws per basketball game while shooting 82% from the line. I love that. Yeah, she's gonna lead our basketball team scoring. If she can get to the free throw line 6 times. If she can get to a free throw line at least 5 times per game, I'm happy. Because we didn't have any players. who could do that. Our guards did not do that. Tessa, great free throw shooter. Powell, great free throw shooter. They didn't get to the line. They didn't get to the line. She gets to the line. She attacks the rim. She's going to get fouled, and she's going to knock him down. Defensive intensity. Immediately, we got better on the defensive end in the post with Medina got immediately. Okay, you're talking about one of the best defenders in the conference, one of the best defensive ratings in the conference, and now she belongs to South Carolina. That can't go unnoticed, y'all. It can't. Will she start? I don't know. We'll talk about that later. I know she's going to get minutes. She's going to get 20, I would say 22 to 25 minutes for basketball game because it don't matter if you start. So don't, and I've said that over and over again. It don't matter if you start for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Stop the madness. Because the top 8 players play 7 minutes anyway. So it don't matter. Okay? So situation with Medina Guy, if she starts, or Joyce Edwards, if she starts, or Chloe, if she starts, it don't matter. It really don't. I know our defense is going to be better next year in the post. And that's with Sanaya Fagan going to the W, who was a really good defensive player. Joyce will be better defensively. Chloe has always been really good defensively. And one of the best, Chloe has been one of the best defenders in the conference for quite a while now. Now she got a tag team partner who can play defense on a high level. Weaknesses on his basketball team? I would say a little inexperience at certain positions. Now you got Maddie, who's backing up Raven. Now, y'all know I have an affection for Maddie McDaniel. I believe that Maddie McDaniel was one of the best players, not point guards, players in her recruiting class. Yeah, she was second-ranked point guard after what was it, Jelani Cambridge, who went to Ohio State. I believe Maddie's going to play terrific for South Carolina. I believe that 3-on-3 situation was great for her growth. And this offseason is going to be so great for her because when Maddie was Maddie last season, getting about 17 minutes per basketball game, she looked great. She looked like the next point guard. She looked like the best point guard on this basketball team. Then she got injured. Now, I said that when Maddie was Maddie. I'm not saying that because she has not displayed the high school version of Maddie McDaniel yet for the South Carolina women's basketball team. That hasn't been unleashed just yet. And I want to see that unleashment happen this fall because that girl nice. Really nice. And I want that version of Maddie coming up. But there is a little inexperience, right? It has to be because when you lose Powell, who was de facto point guard over various points in various games throughout the season, that is a lot. You're losing a fifth-year senior. You are losing a fifth-year senior in Tina Powell, who didn't turn over the ball much at all and was so smooth with it. Other than, a little inexperience in certain little spots, this roster doesn't have weaknesses. At no position. None. So I wish it started tomorrow. It's only man. I wish it started tomorrow, man. I do. Looking ahead for this team, I mean, the schedule is going to be crazy once again. It's going to be so many basketball games, and that Gamecocks going to play against ranked teams, and it's going to be in Vegas. It's going to be in LA. It's going to be, we're probably going to play LSU twice in the regular season, and probably play them again in the SEC tournaments. A possibility we play them in the in the NCAA tournament, and Texas ain't going nowhere. We're playing them, and we're playing Texas twice. We're playing Texas during the regular season. We're playing Texas again in Vegas. The schedule is going to be daunting once again, and I'm going to be screaming all season long about some teams not playing nobody while Carolina's playing everybody. It goes without saying from that aspect. But I'll tell you this right here. Nobody ain't scared. Nobody ain't running. Nobody ain't going away. Nobody ain't going to sit around and moan and complain about no schedule, because unlike some other teams, this team ingratiates and empowers. We want that. We want all the smoke from all the teams. All of it. I wish we played UConn again. We won't see UConn again, possibly into the tournament. That's fine, because it's off the schedule now. That's cool. It's great. We get our get back. The outlook for this basketball team and the future is so bright. So bright. Ain't nothing changing. Dynasty being reloaded, extended for the next 3-4 years. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.